Good late evening approaching sunset on this increasingly light night. This is Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. Very unprofessional and not checking my modulation. Check your modulation. Proper modulation. Where you come for a one-of-a-kind probability-based company made exclusively to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing trading alerts and technical analysis, and soon to be trading classes on a group effort so everybody can participate by group participation and group support. My classes will be it'll be a whole community class, so you don't have to pay $500 or $1,000 and get hosed and fleeced and heisted by these crooks on the internet, right? We're going to make this where you can get what other companies would charge as we clean up our hideous chart and make it gorgeous, right? We're going to make a beautiful, gorgeous chart for you. Some of these other scumbags charge $500 to $1,000 for classes, right? That's classic shyster, snake oil salesman, and he's going to fleece you, right? I'm looking to make this as cheap as possible and have a high quality content to everybody, all my subscribers. That's why I'm going more for a subscriber community oriented. If you're going to pay $100 for a class for me, why not donate $25 to get to the $100 challenge to get our first ever probability based exclusively to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing technical analysis trading alert chart, right? And that's how this beautiful, gorgeous, glowing, sexy piece of art masterpiece helped me call the Doge, helped me call the Digibyte, the Bitcoin, the Litecoin top, the Ethereum, XRP, all these coins that I just saved you 80%, 60 to 70, 40 to 80% across the board, but on average about 65% a coin, XLM, ZIL, all these, and that's why you're flocking home to the undisputed crypto technical analysis probability based trading system and company, Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. That's where it's at. That's where the smart money's at. They're Vincenzo money, right? You guys are Vincenzo money. You don't buy the hype. You buy when nobody else wants. You sit on the sidelines and laugh and short the hype, right? But we're gonna perch, right? And you see gold on this beautiful technical, or silver. We got a left shoulder, maybe a head, and a right shoulder, right? First of all, we got too much shit. We need that one. We're gonna make all this nonsense. Watch how this kind of fades out into the background when you make them smaller to make them not noticeable. All the ones we don't want, but eventually we do need them. So we don't want to delete them. We just want to make them smaller. You see that? Look at that. Look how much better that looks. Perfect. So now we need to make these smaller too. This is what's really fucking it up. Hold on 1 second. Look at that. See that? What a beautiful, gorgeous, and sexy and glowing, just like the clouds peeling away and the stars oozing out behind the glowing moonlight reflection, right? It's beautiful outside. But let's see what we were talking about. Where's my perching tool? Oh, let's get a new one. The perching tool. The former line tool with an arrow on the front, but it's now perching tool, and I'm going to make it YouTube famous. I'm going to go grab my perching tool. We got to make that bigger. You'll be able to see the perch. Hold on. I don't know why it does that. Here we go. So we're going to perch from right here. See that? Now, we went over this already, right? But you see we got that left shoulder over here. We got that left shoulder over here. And then the head, it could be. And look at the opposite of crypto. We have the dying volume in the bottom, the rounding bottom, as the buyers were being exhausted. Or the sellers were being exhausted, the bears, and the buyers, the bulls, were taking over the market, and the price pumped. And then you broke the 200-day right here, and the 50-day overhead resistance right there, and then the volume is steadily pumped, right? Very bullish. That's why up here now, and now we're going to go over here so we can perch and observe. See, we're observing this whole chart. See that? I can pivot. Look at that, pivot, 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 and I'm observing it all. You got to observe this in technical analysis, right? But what I think is going on in silver is a healthy consolidation. You can see a down and sideways consolidation with trending down volume, very bullish, and you're getting supported on this long-term underneath support now that used to be overhead resistance at the $27, about 27.60, $27.60, and I think you're about to break back up and retest if we pull out this pattern further. And this was drawn out by our computer model, right? And we picked this one that said it was the best out of the bunch after that double bottom and then the volume play. We knew with the crashing price, double bottom, and then pumping volume, breaking through moving averages, the 50 and the 200, and continuing pumping volume. We knew right here this had a high likelihood of popping, at least for the next month or two, and it has. It's popped. Right? Then when it came into here, some of our subscribers got a little nervous, and I had to calm their nerves, and I said, you have pumping volume, sideways and down consolidation up against overhead heavy resistance. You're loading up for the duck hunter, so the first duck pops, gets shot in the head. The duck hunter eats them at overhead resistance. The second and third duck gets slaughtered. Third one gets all Hannibal Lectered on, and he eats them. And then the fourth one gets smart, and he builds up steam. And instead of peeking his head, bam, shot in the head and coming down, he builds up steam, and he flies through there. Duck hunter shoots, misses. By the time duck hunter reloads, the duck's up here at its target, perched up right next to me on my perching tool. Remember, if you're looking at me, hi, look over here, hi, and then it's like I'm sitting right next to you and you're staring at me. But the duck makes it up to his target, eats his delicious, gorgeous, medium rare, juicy meal, and then he lays down and sunbathes and has a nap, a cigar, a sip of water, and then goes to bed. And he's all happy, and the duck hunter's all down here hungry, right? That's what I think is going on up here. I think it's more likely that we break up than break down. If we break down in silver, I think we're going to come down to the 200 or the 50-day underneath moving average, right? And that's probably where you would find support, or that's where you would find support, because that's where there's a bunch of trading here, right? And then I think you'd make your move up. But I think you're reloading up in silver, and I think you're at least coming to retest this $28.80 mark in the next short term, right? I'll keep you updated on silver. We're going to go to AAU, right? This is my biggest holding. I'm not a financial advisor. Target position, trading alert. Good evening. The avians are obviously reptilian in nature. The old call tons and one. The Quayanza La Juan, right? This is strictly entertainment and educational only. Like, subscribe, and share. Donate to the channel. This is my largest holding in my company, Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. This is my largest holding, right? And we have that double bottom, pump, rejection, double bottom, and now I think we're ready to reload, and we're on our way up. I've been buying for months on the way down, right? And now you see what's going on here and some live technical analysis on gold. Get that out of there. You can see we finally pumped and broke out of a pattern, a multi-month pattern that we were in. Let's give you some TA on gold. I gave this to you in that impassioned AAU video that got me on the map to my father. And this is what I believe we're breaking out of right now. I don't want to be in the weekly. I need more data points. 4-hourlies should be sufficient and beautiful. Oh, yeah, look at that. And watch how these always end up lining up with the moving averages. It's because the criminal gangster cartel that fleeces and heists and shists the retail investor manipulates the market to maximize the emotional, irrational response of the retail trader, just like you've seen in the Doge. But at Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, we block out the noise. We sidestep the criminal gangsters, and we keep you 2 to 3 steps ahead of them, so you know The only way to sidestep the manipulators and the criminal gangster cartel, the Ohio State University graduates that have infiltrated the Federal Reserve, the U.S. government, in order to knock down the retail investor and drive them into submission. Jim Harbaugh, if you're listening, like, subscribe, and share. 21 out of 22 years you've been and a COVID last year, you've been fleeced and heisted by the criminal gangster cartel. If you like, subscribe, and share, I will give you a probability-based way to sidestep them, just like we sidestep the criminal gangsters in the trading world, right? You can see we made this is, I believe, what we call a long multi-month bear pennant, or bull pennant, and we got first where we pumped, and then we started consolidating down and sideways after a pump with crashing volume. Upper support 2, 3, fake out slash or breakout slash trying to confirm the breakout now to move the next leg up, right? You know what we always say: pumping price, pumping volume, bullish. Crashing volume after pump, neutral. Down and sideways consolidation. Take notes, all my Bitcoin people here that need to get into that. This is a phenomenal stock. See that? Do you see that? How that's a down and sideways consolidation? Very bullish. Often you see a rounding bottom, and the sellers or the bearers are being exhausted, and the buyers or bulls are taking over the market, and the price is going to come up, right? And that's our short-term target. Obviously, you got the 50 in the way and the 200 that you're trading on now, the 200. But I think you're coming up here short-term, and this is very bullish consolidation after a pump. This is the shit you see in all the Bitcoin right now, and that's why I've been so bearish on it. You see the difference? The blue, bullish consolidation. Everything else is the same. Pump on both of these are the same. Pumping volume on both of these are the same. Crashing volume after the pump, both of these are the same. The only difference is this is the consolidation you got now, a down and sideways into the future. Very bullish. Often a sign the sellers are being exhausted. The crypto, this is the shit you got. Up and sideways, bearish. And that's why you keep breaking down, and I keep forecasting these coins to break down. And I'm telling you again, like, subscribe, and share, that this coin or this mining stock is breaking up. It's already broken up. From the breakout, it pumped 19-20% the first day, and at current price, it's up 11%. It's had a healthy down and sideways consolidation, very bullish, often a sign the price is about to break up because the buyers are being exhausted. And I think you're going to move up here real quick in AAU to 61 cents, then you're going to bounce on that, and then you're going to pop almost overnight all the way up into the 75 to 90 overhead resistance. And I'm still not selling there, and I have about 6,000 shares of this company, right? And I'm not selling there, maybe 1,000, because it would be a 2x return. So I'd take 1,000, and then I can see what happens and maybe move some money around and something else. But I think you got a 55% pump coming from here, and that's just the start of this move in AAU, because the first target out of this is the top of the wedge. Pull our drawing tool out, and the top of the wedge that it formed at is all the way up here at $1, right? And then I think you're going to trade on here and then form a bull flag again. And I think your next target and my first sell zone on AAU, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy. I'm just the undisputed crypto probability-based technical analysis champion, and undisputed and can never be dethroned Dogecoin champion. I fucking love that Dogecoin. But I'm not selling really any of my major positions until we get up to that upper long-term resistance towards $2, $1.75 to $1.90. I think is feasible by the end of this year in AAU. That's why I'm heavily promoting it, and it's my biggest holding in my company. B2 Gold. Again, I just bought another. I have a significant position now, I would say. Moderate to significant position, right? I just picked up another 150 shares because I think, again, on pattern recognition, that we just broke out of a multi-month bull flag. Multi-month bull flag. And I went over this extensively, but this audience in my group are not educated or have not woken up enough to know you should be in the commodities market, buying physical bullion, and buying mining stocks to try to get rich, but you buy physical silver and gold bullion to not go broke during inflation, as you're seeing in the United States right now. But I think you just broke out of a bull flag that you entered August 2020, just like the gold market. And I think the odds are higher that you start trading up here and retest your highs than trading down here. You see what I'm saying, right? I think you've just broken out of this and you're getting squeezed in between the moving averages right now, right? You see that? Let's clean some of this malarkey up. You squeezed in between some of these moving averages, and as the 200-day comes up, right, it's going to act as support, and the 50 is going to squeeze it. And as you run out of room, it's like that building momentum again, and the tectonic plates pushing it opposite against each other. Eventually, that stored and potential energy is going to overcome the friction, and it's going to snap it. And the snap in this case is up, and I think you're going to break out in a huge way in B2 gold. In the next upcoming, I think next week you're going to explode in B2 gold. You're running out. You got a bullish pennant forming where you have uptrending support and then horizontal line of resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3. That's very bullish, and the target move out of that would be from the bottom of that to the top of the pole. You would bring it, this is just on the fly TA for B2 gold, you'd bring it to the point of the breakout, and you have a target now of $6.20, which makes sense. It's got confluency because $6.20, you have a lot of underneath or overhead resistance at $6.20. You see that? See how that trading up there locally recently? That's going to provide overhead resistance, and then you could come trade back down to a moving average that's coming up to get supported on to continue the bull market, right? I think that's kind of what's going on in B2 gold right now. I have a moderate to almost significant position now. I highly recommend you guys check them out. B2 gold pays a dividend. They're a solid company, and they're very undervalued right now. And then GPL is my second biggest holding. And again, I think we're in a bear or a multi-month bull flag. You've had a couple fake outs, but I think you're about to pop in GPL because I think you're built up enough buyers and exhausted all the sellers now. And I think you're ready for a huge, major move in GPL. And that's why I have major buy alerts out for GPL. See, you're probably like, well, why the fuck don't you ever put buy alerts out for crypto? Well, because the last month they've been bearish, right? And I'm not going to tell you to load up on positions in a bearish companies, right? These gold mining stocks are very bullish, and the technicals and the chart and the economic and the monetary and fiscal policy of this country all back it up, and confluency that these are very bullish and very undervalued right now because the products that they sell are becoming less and less scarce, or more and more scarce, right? There's scarcity, and it's becoming more expensive to mine these things, and inflation is going higher and higher. And I think we're in a multi-month bull flag, and you go again from the bottom of the pole. And I've been buying this company for months, or actually a half a year now, or a year almost. I've just been accumulating. And I think initially off the first breakout, you're coming out of this multi-month bull flag, right? And you're going to trade out the upper overhead resistance at about $1.25. And that's a massive move from where you're at now. Fucking trading view. That's a massive move from where you're at now, right? From 84 cents. I've been buying from the mid 60s to about 81. I got an 81 an 81 cent average. So I've been buying from like 69 to 86 cents, right? But I haven't bought since it pumped to $1 last time. Oh, that's Bitcoin. We've done extensive that. We're on GPL. But I think it's ready to break out, right? It's built up enough steam. It's got enough to get past the duck hunter, Isaac, for you, the duck hunter that I draw. My nephew, go check out Isaac's channel. He does Minecraft. Just give him some likes to get him in the algorithm. But I think it's about to it's about to break out of this and trade up and hit this upper resistance as our first target. And then I'm not selling there on GPL because I think it's going much, much higher. And you say, how the fuck do you know that? Because here's how I know that. Some more TA, that once you guys get these you guys pull together as a subscriber community and get these classes for literally a cup of coffee a day. You look for stuff like this. We're in that bull flag, right? But then you had a bottom. You remember, like I show you in gold, and some of those dynamite TA and a bottom that signifies there's a pattern reversal coming, and that pattern reversal would be bullish, right? And then you pumped, and now you're doing a down and sideways consolidation and a bull flag, saying you're going to another leg up. And I think eventually, this is by the end of the year in GPL, Great Panther Mining, I think we're retesting this long-term overhead support at $2.50. That's where I think Great Panther Mining's going. And if I give you even more in-depth TA at a one-of-a-kind probability-based way, exclusively to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, when you like, subscribe, and share, and you get to that $100 subscriber first subscriber challenge, so I can release publicly to all my subscribers, even to those that can't afford to pay but can only afford to do the most important thing, watching my videos, liking and commenting in the videos. The people that were going to pay other shysters on the internet $500 or $1,000 or pay me $50 or $100 to take a 3-hour class on technical analysis, introductory, basic TA. Why not do this as a community and make it $5 for 20 people? And when those 20 people were going to take my class anyways, because I got so many emails that I would have had to jack the price up so much. This is the cheap. I don't want to do that. I want it to be the cheapest possible way to get to everybody, so we can learn together, build together, and become entrepreneur millionaires together. And one day, yes, maybe just one day, just like me, you will have your own radio show, and you will be able to influence and help and teach people like I'm doing for you. And then one day I can promote your channel, you can promote my channel, and we can expand our mission, our voices, our reach, and what we're trying to do here, and have economic freedom, right? But as I digress, I think you're eventually going up there with our TA. You can see with that double bottom, right? Very bullish right here. Down and sideways consolidation after that huge pump. That's very bullish. And I think you're about to pop, and you're going to test this upper part of the flagpole very quickly. And I think by the end of the summer, and especially the end of the year, GPL, you're testing 250. B2 Gold, you're testing $13. And AAU, you're testing $1.75. Like, subscribe, and share. This was just dynamite, in-depth, one-of-a-kind, industry exclusive to Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing Radio Network. Peace and love. Peace and love.